Bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell with the barrel in your mouth. What's happening? Y'all know we back on a good old nice old Saturday. And y'all know I got questions all in my inbox and all in the comment section. Somebody asked me, what do I think about the future of America? So my question is the future of America doomed? What do you think about the future of America? So paying attention to all the different things going on, I we can let's start at the top. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump. Now we have a president that stepped down before his term is even over. Uh, we have a young lady that people are based on her history as far as being a prosecutor in Oakland and California and things of that nature, people being judgmental. And then we all know who 45 is. So just looking at the state of their interaction, I would say, based on looking at our democracy, I would say that we looking. I mean, it's if you're watching, it's like the last attempted assassination on the president, I think, was uh, Ronald Reagan. Like, let's be for real. It look crazy out here. We looking crazy. The whole structure of it. If y'all looking at what I'm looking at, you got people twerking at. I mean, I ain't gotta say what you see. You seeing it. So from that perspective, that's major. Okay, you gotta deal with us being a nation and being two different wings on the same bird, Democratic, Republican, going back and forth, smear campaigns, not really knowing who these people is. That should be overall because for a nation, can you really get a lot of positive things accomplished in 4 years? I know you can get a lot of negative things accomplished. Positive things take time, and if you're trying to fix something, you can't do it overnight. It takes time. So if you got a president that spent 4 years not doing anything, and prior to that president, you had a president that's spending time disrupting things and messing things up. That's 8 years of basically the negativity. Then you got a president that come in and try to fix it. You got another one that come in mess it. It's a mess. It's a mess. Do we need a dictator? Do we need a king? It's working in other countries. Just a question. So that's something that we all have to look at. So many people is not involved in the voting process. So many of our constituents, the world, people upset, don't understand it. Old people forgot about, handicapped people forgot about, babies overlooked. Uh, just so much that needs to be done to develop a better economic and democracy, which is something we really don't have. Okay, we got to deal with that. And then you want to deal with inflation killing the value of our dollar. What's going on with our currency? You got to deal with that. You know, I've did a lot of reactions to where you have people saying 100,000 now. It's like 30,000 in '81 in the '80s. So if that's the case, the majority of Americans not even making 100 or nowhere near that. I know one thing: we ain't falling. Sure ain't looking good. Now, those two things you got to deal with. The democracy from the president level, you got to deal with our economic structure to where so many people in 2024 are still homeless, still poor, still on the street, psychologically, mentally, physically, people dealing with a lot. Okay, the root of the country is the soul of the country, is those at the bottom of their country that's being overlooked, stepped on, forgot about, no history, no heritage. Now we got to look at the violence, the random acts of violence that's taking place. Y'all, I got to be careful of algorithm, but y'all know what's going on with the schools all across the nation. Random acts of gun violence. You got people psychologically riding around in cars, and the level of road rage is just phenomenal. It's crazy how much road rage is out here. People literally in their car getting into it with a stranger that they don't know, and somebody end up losing their life. I seen one where two people lost their life. Concealed carries you. Really? Like, I mean, let's be honest. You shouldn't even be driving if you mad. Is what I realize. If you upset and you should not be in the car. If you that ready to go, oh wow, we in trouble, and ain't these things are not being dealt with, they're not being approached until after the fact. Okay, let's go through the due diligence to see if he was right, if he was wrong, psychological state. All right, it's a man dead for what? Cause I'm mad. Cause petty, it ain't people be just out here. It's a lot to go when it's just a lot, and when you get these kind of acts of violence, race relations in our country, it's the number one growing type of people. Our biracial population is growing phenomenally. So why are we still, or not me, I'm not sure we can be that way, but why are you still upset with somebody because of the color of their skin? What is that? That got to be phased out, but it's still here. That's tearing at the fabric of our society. We got to deal with a lot of women being independent, not understanding the fact where you're supposed to be interdependent. Independence, solo, self, aside from, distant, it's me, interdependent, us, together. It's much better than interdependent. I'm dependent on my woman dependent on me. Facts. Not I got my own, I don't need my woman, I got my own, I don't need no man. No. Interdependence on each other. This is something that the nation had at one point. That's becoming the major, major, major discrepancy and disruption to the fabric of our society. It's so many things that we can deal with, okay? On all levels. I just read somewhere Elon Musk said it's gonna be more in the future, it's gonna be more robots than humans. Powerful. I said, whoa, it's gonna be more robots than humans. What does that mean? What does that even mean? That's powerful. And I didn't even think nothing like that. But now I'm studying and reading and doing a lot of research. These things are popping up like crazy. More robots than humans. Talk to me. That's continuously tearing at the fabric and the core. If it's going to be more robots than humans, what does that mean for our economy? What does that mean for somebody that's a tradesman? What does that mean for the truck drivers? What does that mean for the cab drivers? What does that mean for the Uber drivers, delivery of food, the delivery service? What does that mean for your packages? If it's going to be robotic, the convenience going to rise. How are we going to be able to afford this convenience? I know one way is this: live TV, social media, technology, powerful. So if it's gonna mean a lot of jobs replaced. It looks like If it ain't falling, it's a big change that's happening, and it's gonna be evident at one point. What you doing to the middle class if it's robots, who laundromats, who washing, who folding, cars? You could go to a drive-through car wash with ease. You might got one person out there, or you get out and just finish your finishing touches if you so need be, or somebody else, right? Replacing jobs. You know, you got machines that you can go to the drive-through, press buttons at the kiosk, or speaking to the kiosk, boom. They got different type of robotic machines dropping. I mean, it's a lot. You know, the level, the reversal of gender roles, that's another one. This stuff major, man. Like, it ain't nothing to shun at or frown upon. It's real major, these things that we talking about. Like, gender roles. I'm man, woman. That's kind of the algorithm, but just use your own discernment for what you feel or what you think I'm saying. Man, woman. That's male, female. Man, what we doing? Ain't nobody listening. Ain't nobody solving problems with their critical thinking skills. People's level of critical thinking is minimized. We ready to go to war. It's a real good question. It's something to really pay attention to. This is a thought-provoking one. Pay attention to what's going on and interact with me and let me know what you feel. And once again, as always, I see you later, and I appreciate you for being here at the bigger play where the rubber meets the road, and we get straight to it, baby. All right. I see you later.